So Karnataka has announced a 1100 crore plan to fix all roads in Bangalore, but today I'm going to tell you why it will never work. In 2001, Bangalore's mayor announced a 15-day deadline to fix all potholes. By 2002, there was still no sign of commencement of work. Look at these videos. Your first instinct might be to think these are from some war-torn region or some underdeveloped country, but these are actually from India. Here's what most people don't realize. Indian potholes aren't just bad governance, they are a multi-billion-dollar industry. Some conservative estimates show that Mumbai alone spent 21,000 crore on potholes in just 2 decades, where each pothole costs 17,000 rupees to repair, and it still remains unrepaired. We all know potholes happen due to various reasons like bad construction, poor quality of materials used, extreme weather, poor drainage. But what we miss is why these reasons exist in the first place. Today we're diving deep into this secret economy that keeps the Indian pothole industry running and why fixing these roads would crash this economy instantly.
Let's go!
Let's start with the most obvious beneficiaries, the politicians and the contractors running this perpetual promise machine. That 1100 crore announcement, it came with a curious political twist. 50 crore for each Congress constituency and 25 crore for BJP constituencies. 2 weeks later, facing criticism after a startup CEO announced his company was leaving due to bad roads, they extended the deadline and added another 750 crores. But here's the smoking gun. A Princeton University study analyzed a little more than 88,000 rural road contracts and found that between 2001 and 2013, lawmakers unfairly awarded contracts worth 3,592 crores to contractors from their own caste or social network. Get this, 497 roads, which were actually marked as paid for and completed, were never really built, affecting 8.57 lakh villagers. In Karnataka, contractors alleged they were forced to pay 40% commission on government contracts with 22,000 crores in bills pending for 30 months. When contractor Santosh Patil accused the minister of demanding this commission, he was found dead under mysterious circumstances. The system is beautifully designed. Poor construction leads to repeated contracts, generating revenue for both politicians and contractors in a very well-oiled system. Congress or BJP, both are the same. Now let's talk about the automotive industry, perhaps the biggest winner in this pothole economy. Walk into any car showroom today and you'll notice something striking. Hatchbacks like the Swift are dying, sedans like Honda City are becoming irrelevant, and all kinds of SUVs are taking over. But why? The answer is literally written on the roads. The reasons buyers cite: Indian road conditions require higher ground clearance. Today's SUVs boast 200 to 225 mm of ground clearance, explicitly marked for navigating potholes. A family that might have been happy with a smaller car, which costs between 5 to 8 lakhs, is now forced to buy a larger car, a bigger car, which costs around 12 to 15 lakhs, just so that they can manage their daily commute. But here's the irony. These adventure-ready vehicles rarely see actual off-roading. They're bought by urban families for urban commutes, advertised with images of mountain drives and river crossings, when the real adventure is simply surviving Indian city roads. But this shift has massive hidden costs. Larger and heavier vehicles consume much more fuel. Your fuel efficiency drops by 20 to 30% as compared to a smooth road. Suspension components that should last 5 to 7 years internationally need replacement every 2 to 3 years in India. Tires rated for 60 to 80,000 kilometers barely manage 40 to 50,000 kilometers on Indian roads. This is unthinkable for the same car in Europe. Even our GPS technology has evolved to include pothole avoidance algorithms. Ather's navigation system alerts riders about potholes ahead. All these resources and innovation could be building something amazing, but we're actually solving basic problems of mobility. While we're busy showing off to Trump about our progress, let me show you roads from cities in Africa for comparison. The contrast is embarrassing. One garage owner actually said generally they have 4 to 5 cars for maintenance and repairs parked, but during the monsoon season it actually reaches to 15 or 18 cars, and this is all just due to bad roads. The beautiful thing about this system is how it has normalized spending so much on maintenance. We've accepted that owning a vehicle in India actually means spending 2 to 3 times more on maintenance than anywhere in the world for the same car. Now let's talk about a less obvious beneficiary: the healthcare industry. Road accident victims in India spend an average of 17,830 rupees out of pocket for medical treatment. With 2.5 lakh cars damaged annually and countless injuries, this translates to hundreds of crores of medical revenue. An orthopedic surgeon in Bhopal noted, the city is filled with potholes that not only damage vehicles but also causes cracks and fractures in the body. The constant jolting from bad roads actually causes neck, back, and joint problems for everyday commuters. India's healthcare infrastructure has expanded specifically to handle this volume. Specialized trauma centers have become profitable enterprises with indirect productivity losses of 33 lakh per road accident victim. But it's not just physical injuries, Poor road conditions have caused a spike in road rage incidents and commute-related anxiety disorders. Mental health professionals report increased cases of traffic-induced stress and depression. While vehicular insurance actually excludes pothole damage, health insurance should include accident-related injuries, creating revenue streams for insurance companies through higher premiums which are justified by road accidents. But here's exactly where it gets really clever: the insurance industry. Most comprehensive car insurance policies promise to cover accidents, theft, natural disasters, and third-party liabilities. But pothole damage? That falls into a grey area. Unless it occurs during an accident with another vehicle, it's actually covered under wear and tear and never included. This is actually a perfect setup for insurers. Collect premiums for comprehensive coverage, avoid the most common cause, and transfer the financial risk back to the owners. Close to 2.5 lakh cars are damaged annually due to bad roads, with repair costs of 10 to 30,000. Yet, no insurance coverage for pothole-related damages. Some recent legal developments allow citizens to claim compensation from municipal authorities, but the process is so cumbersome and success rates are so low that most people simply absorb the costs rather than fight lengthy legal battles. Each sector has evolved not just to cope with India's infrastructural problems, but to actually profit from them and create vested interests in maintaining the status quo. Areas with better road connectivity command significantly higher property values. It has also become one of the factors that parents use for selecting schools. India's logistics costs are 13 to 14% of the GDP versus 8% in developed countries, creating opportunities for route optimization software, vehicle tracking, load matching platforms, and entire industries that exist only because our roads are terrible. The infrastructure crisis has created a thriving consulting ecosystem. India needs 300,000 urban planners by 2027, but we only are generating 1,800 urban planners every year. This shortage directly relates to managing poorly planned cities. Each and every sector has evolved to not just cope with India's infrastructural problems, but actually to generate profit from them, creating vested interests in maintaining the status quo. Remember RJ Malishka's viral pothole rap in 2017?
मुंबई तुला BMC वर भरोसा नाही का? मुंबईच्या रस्त्यामध्ये झोल झोल रस्त्यांचे खड्डे कसे खोल खोल.
It became a symbol of citizen frustration, forcing temporary action from our oh so insecure BMC, not for roads, but on Malishka herself. BMC filled some potholes for optics, and within months, potholes returned. Citizens like Dadarao Ilhore, who filled over 600 potholes in memory of his son, who died in a pothole accident, represent genuine heroism. But individual efforts cannot address systemic corruption. Even traffic cops have been seen covering potholes in their areas because they know accidents will happen otherwise. So I'll tell you exactly how the 1100 crore plan is going to go. Number 1, media will start creating an outrage. Number 2, public will join in. Number 3, politicians will do something about it. Number 4, there will be temporary repairs made. Number 5, media attention will shift. And number 6, potholes will return back. It's like a pressure valve system, It releases some pressure while maintaining the underlying structures and profit just where it is. But here's the deeper issue. India runs on inefficiencies. Right from filing your simple income tax to a parking attendant actually handing over the ticket in an automated ticketing system, we run on inefficiencies everywhere. No wonder our PM thinks that samosa and pakoda sellers are also employed. This is not gainful employment. This is actually creating jobs only by artificial inefficiencies. Real reform would need unified road authorities with clear accountability, long-term contractor liability for road quality, transparent bidding with technical qualifications, independent quality monitoring, ring-fenced maintenance budgets, and criminal liability for approving substandard work. So the pothole economy might actually represent 1 to 2% of India's GDP. We might think it's a bug in the system, but it actually works very well. It's a well-oiled system that works for people on the inside and never for disconnected citizens like us. The hidden tax imposed by poor infrastructure likely exceeds the official tax burden for most middle-class families. We pay through higher vehicular costs, increased maintenance, inflated insurance, extended commutes, reduced quality of life, and sometimes our lives. What's missing isn't technology, money, or expertise. It's actually political will. The decision to prioritize long-term public welfare over short-term profits. South Korea transformed its infrastructure through massive public investment. Singapore achieved zero pothole roads through integrated planning. The Netherlands maintains superior roads despite harsh weather through consistent investment. Until then, every pothole remains a monument to the triumph of private profit over public welfare. A crater-sized reminder that in India's democracy, roads may be broken, but the system profiting from their brokenness works perfectly. What do you think? Are we trapped in the system forever, or is change actually possible? And let me know in the comment section below if you found this video useful or if this opened your eyes about the hidden economies running within our economy. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.